Hey folks, it's Alan here again from LearnKoreanFast.com, and in this video we're going to talk about haircuts. Okay, I don't have hair for getting cut really that big a deal, but it is kind of a common thing we often talk about. It's a very common topic of conversation, and it's also another example of how we can't just literally translate in English what we'd say in English into what Koreans would say, right? So a couple of things about that. One is that 이빨 is it's kind of like barber, right? So barberine, right? Kind of thing, right? And 이발소, also a good chance for us to learn this, that oftentimes when you see this jang or so at the end of the word, it often means place, right? So here we have 이발소, so like barber shop, right? So maybe you might hear some really older Koreans that might use this word a lot, but today most people are not really using this kind of word, right? Instead, they're just talking about getting a haircut, right? So we know that haircut and getting a haircut, I'm sure you've heard that joke. Did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I got all of them, right? Because it sounds like it's this literal thing. Did you get one haircut? But in this case, that haircut is actually one word together in English, and we know we're just being a jerk when we make that joke, right? So haircut is not going to be 머리카락, right? So 머리, head, karak is hair, right? It's long, thin thing, right? Like 손가락. 손가락 is finger, right? So karak is kind of like a limb or an extension from something, right? So we can learn that 손가락, 발가락 are toes, also 머리카락, right? So 머리카락, and we could use this word 잘았다, so past tense for cut, but never using that because it's kind of this kind of cutting, right? So 깎았어요, 깎았다, right? So because it's past tense, so I got a haircut, right? So I will get a haircut we might use, but most of the time it's going to be talking about in past tense, so 깎았다, right? And it's also a little bit tricky the way that's spelled, but it's pretty easy to pronounce, right? So 깎았어요. So if you ask someone, 머리 깎았어요, literal translation is, did you cut your head, right? So 머리, right? So 머리 is head. 머리 깎았어요, did you cut your head, right? So that's the literal translation, but really it translates to what Koreans would say for, did you get a haircut, right? Everyone likes for people to notice whenever they've had a fresh haircut. And no, I don't get that kind of comment a lot because I keep mine pretty much this way all the time, right? So we could use, right, 어제 is, that's right, yesterday. 어제 머리 깎았어요. Yes, I got my haircut yesterday. So I hope that helps you. And you can put that into your conversation. So always ask a friend if you think their hair looks a little bit different, right? So, 머리 깎았어요. Did you get a haircut, right? And hopefully that will be they actually did, but they always appreciate when somebody notices that kind of thing. All right? Okay. So thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to click the subscribe, like button below, share with your friends, leave a question or a comment below. I'm always happy to answer questions there and to interact with people. Also, thanks a lot for everyone who's checking out my link to books at Amazon. That helps me out a whole lot, and I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's watching, everybody who's subscribing, everybody who's going and checking out my books, and it helps me a lot so I can keep making more of these videos for you. Okay? 다음에 뵙시다.